And what's going on, Broncos? I'm Andrew Kaiser, your host for tonight's game. And tonight we have Great Oak versus Vista Murrieta. It's going to be a great game tonight, although I'm looking at the score prediction that I have here on my computer. And by the looks of it, Great Oak is predicted to win 55-49. It's kind of shocking to me knowing that the Broncos have been working really hard this season. But when we take a look at, Great Oak's title right now, overall they're 15-11, but in league so far they're 6-2, which is actually really impressive. They're making a come around this season for sure. When we take a look at the roster and the league title for the Broncos, well, it looks like the Broncos are 20-6 and 5-3. So I'm really iffy about who's going to win here. It's going to be a really tight game. But speaking of a tight game, later on this week on Friday, we have the Crazy 8 game here at Vista Murrieta High School. We have our biggest rival, MV, versus us at the home, and an incredible after party that is being hosted by our ASB program. It's going to be a great way to start things off. And when we take a look at the roster for the Broncos right now, obviously they have their starting lineup, and the people I'm most excited to see tonight who really showed a lot of great skills in our last game. We had Brody Gwynn, we had Donovan Ford and David Ruth, and last but not least, Gary Dotson. Some incredible players who had the most shots taken and the most shots made out of both the opposing team and for home. So it's really impressive to see how these teams are going to play tonight. I'm looking way forward to it. And let's take a look at what's going down on the court. Solo blast prayer. It's beautiful hearing someone play the national anthem like this. For a soloist, he's doing great in front of a large audience. Round of applause for him. What an incredible performance right then and there. Now before the game starts, let's take a look at who we got so far for league title. 15-11 for Great Oak, 20-6 for the Broncos, like we mentioned earlier. But how about we take a look at an incredible hype video of our Bronco boys? Gonna look at Great Oak right here, getting ready to get on the court. Last game, I kept on saying field. Pretty sure it's because I'm used to commentating football a little too much. You get used to one sport, you forget some of the terms that you need to be using for the other. Kept on saying play or technical difficulties. Live on the court, we got people watching the video right now. Great job to the Vista Murrieta production team for putting together something real nice. Brody Gwynn, Draco Malfoy being announced on the court. Aiden Munoz. Let's see, a junior duo with, I'm going to say it again, incredible skill and mad potential for scholarships. During 2 games ago, the Chaparral game here at the Bronco Stadium, we saw, Brody Gwynn actually dunk on Chaparral twice. Great plays by a young guy, let me tell you. Let's get ready to play some basketball. Looks like Brody Gwynn's going to do the tip-off right here. I think it's really important to see who gets the start off for this game because that's going to decide where the intensity comes from and how well they're going to start playing. Possession's going to the Broncos. Andrew Kleiber going to bring it in. Gary Dotson on the other side of the court. I really want to see, he passes it right into him. He's going to drive it down the line like he usually does. The thing about Dotson is he is not afraid of contact. He picked the wrong sport. Should have been playing football with how, active that kid is and how physical he's able to play. Ball goes down the line, pass out to the outside. Can really hear the spirit in the school right there in the background. Ball goes up, rebound is taken by Great Oak. Going to start driving it down the court. And I'm just impressed I haven't said field yet this game, let me tell you. Ball goes up for Great Oak to start of the game. 2-0. First quarter, 7.5 minutes left. This game is moving quick. Ball by the Broncos, trying to drive it down the court. Ball goes up. Fortunately, rebound is taken. Great Oak is bringing it back down the line again. They are really consistent with their rebounds here. They're making sure that they get the ball the minute they see it. Oh, it seems like there's a foul right there. Shot goes up, nothing's made, but now we got to see some free throws. Let's see how that goes out. Brody Gwynn on a shot, on a scene. Now what I want to see is Donovan Ford get in full court defense. We saw him against Chaparral. Some really impressive play action. I speak 7 languages, but English clearly isn't one of them. Ball taken by Brody. It's down the court. Passing it back over to Munoz. Ball goes up. Fortunately, rebound is back to the Broncos. Making sure they keep Great Oak from getting the ball again. Setback comeback for the Broncos. They know how to make sure they fix up what they're not doing right. Brody Gwynn with the ball. Brings it down. He shoots. And it's in. Bounce back for the Broncos. Draco Malfoy, Brody Gwynn, number 3. Ball's passed down. Trying to find the right opportunity to take a shot. You can see Great Oak is thinking quite strategically here. They drive it down line, up, not in. Ball's taken back by the Broncos. They're on that ball like white on rice, let me tell you. Dotson with it, ball's up. Unfortunately, rebound is taken back by Great Oak. It's like a seesaw. It is back and forth, back and forth. You know, in a sport like basketball, you really got to have some good endurance, let me tell you, because, I mean, when you're going back and forth that often, it's not even like football where you have a pause between each play. No, it is consistent and there's almost no stopping. So you got to have the energy to stay up and stay playing. Ball's taken, passed down. A little bit of a trick there, taken by the Broncos, passed it over. Ball's being driven down the court. Passed out to Brody Gwynn. Unfortunately, the ball is not in, but who's getting the rebound here? I don't know. Seems like it's out on Great Oak. Great Oak playing soccer, not basketball. You got to do what you got to do to get the foul, get the call, make sure you get the ball, do what's best for your team. It's 2-2 right now. This is proof that it's going to be a tight game. That prediction seems to be real accurate, but they're playing right now. 3 up. Ball's not in. Taking the outside. Ball's up again. And it's in. Great Oak 5-2 to the Broncos. With just about 5 minutes left on that. Let's see if we got replay. Maybe not at the moment because we got some more action. Pass over going down. Outside Gary Dotson. And it's in as well. Broncos with a rebound every time. Setback, comeback, Vista Murrieta. Keeping their consistency. Same with Great Oak. Seems like there's a little bit of showing right there. Pass outside number 1 for Great Oak. Let's take a look at the name list for them. Robert Russ is number 1 for Great Oak. He's a senior. He's 5'10", 175 pounds. And his shot percentage is pretty high. Ball's going to be out right there. Possession's probably going to go to Great Oak. I couldn't really see. You know, my eyes are probably failing me right now. So a little bit of insider information about the Crazy 8 game we're having this Friday, biggest rival game of 2023 so far. There's not just going to be me, you know, commentating that next game. I'm going to have a co-host, one of my good buddies. I'm looking real forward to that. It's going to be interesting, going to be fun. Some jokes are going to be made, and the game's going to be real entertaining. So make sure you tune in for that live stream if you're not going to be in the court. Gary Dotson getting a little stretch over there. Switching over to wireless. Josh Senstock for Great Oak is number 0. He's been playing some good defense too. You know, like I said before, I mean, right now the teams are neck and neck. It's too early in the game to really tell. Halfway through the first quarter. Pass down the line, Munoz, I believe. Ball's up and it's in. Aiden Munoz making a play happen real quick. Ball's being taken down. But see, I'm really in shock here because Senstock is passing it over. Ball goes up again. Fortunately, it is not in. Rebound is taken back by the Broncos. Dotson once again. He passes it over. Ball's up. And it's in again. The Broncos are putting some intensity on this court. That's going to put them at 8-7. First time anyone's going to actually be ahead. Score is not going to be tight. Actually, 10. (10-5). Taking a little look. Coach is talking over with the boys for the Broncos. You know, timeout on the court right now. And one thing I really want to mention is the fact that the Broncos were able to finally take the lead to start off the game. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. But what I find just really hard to believe is the prediction is that Great Oak is going to win. I'm really hoping that the Bronco boys can, you know, just keep the lead that they have right now. Right now it's 10-5, but I want to see them get at least a 20-point lead. We haven't had, some major leads against Great Oak in the past. Actually, unfortunately, I believe we lost last season. But one thing I'm really looking forward to see is Aiden Munoz making some more shots. As we saw earlier, he took some threes and he made some threes. Gary Dotson with some incredible plays as well. We're going to go back down to the court to see what's going on now. Timeout's over. Ball possession to Great Oak. I apologize. I didn't even know we were in timeout. Ball gets past the 22. Ball to Munoz. Number 15 for the Broncos is Akili Smith Jr. He also plays for Bronco football. He's our starting quarterback on varsity. Ball's being driven down. Is that Dotson again? Not quite sure, but ball still belongs to the Broncos. Kept it in. Pass from Munoz to Brody, and it's in. Let's get a replay on it if we can. Little transition there. Take a look at that. Ball from the backside. Pass from 2. Goes to 12. Over to Brody Gwynn. Ball goes up, and it's right in there. Draco Malfoy casting some spells and making some buckets. Ball's being taken by the ref. Not really sure what's happening right now. Possession to the Broncos, I believe? Nope. I stand corrected. Great Oak passing it in. Trying to get past the defense right now. Pass over to Sengstock. Pass over to 15. Back to the outside. Once again, Great Oak is trying to play strategically here. They're definitely capable of beating the Broncos. I don't doubt their abilities by how well they're playing so far. Ball goes up, unfortunately it's not taken. Got back by the Broncos, going down the court. Dotson passing it over. Seems like passing it over right now. Ball's up, and it's in. Like I said, playing strategically, trying to make the right plays at the right time. They're really capable of taking back a lead. 7-13. Great Oak to the Broncos. Bringing it down right now. Pass from 2. Donovan Ford. Ball's up and in. Broncos are playing defense right now. Brody Gwynn pressing up. Seems like Donovan Ford is playing some defense too right there. He's got his eye on a ball. Up top, but his pass to number 5. Goes back to the outside. Playing ring around Rosie with the ball right now. Great Oak goes up for the shot. The shot is almost in, but Brody Gwynn takes the ball real quick, passes it down, and it's in. With just about 20 seconds left of the first quarter, the Broncos are holding a lead. Consistency. 17-7. So far, 10-point lead. Let's see if we can go up from another 10. 9 seconds left. 5 seconds left. Little shot be made. Ball's up. Rebound is taken by the Broncos to end off the first quarter. We'll be right back with a quick commercial. Right now we're 17-7. By the way, this stream is brought to you live by Vista Murrieta High School VMHS BNN on YouTube at youtube.com/VMHS BNN. Sponsored by Bird Dog 4K Quad. For legal purposes, that was a joke. We are not sponsored by Bird Dog, but I will tell you this much. This stream is made possible by Bird Dog. I'm so funny. Ball's up by the Broncos. No shots in yet. Gary Dotson with the ball again. Oh, and he drops it. Rebound by Great Oak. Start of the second quarter. I'm going to be honest. I want to see Great Oak put some points on the board right now. I mean, they've been taking a lot of time with their shots. They're playing basketball like it's a game of chess. So clearly they got something up their sleeve. I'm just not sure what. Driving it down the line. Ball's up. Fortunately not in. Rebound possession is taken by the Broncos, driving it down to get line once again. Pass to Brody Gwynn. He goes outside and shoots. Unfortunately, it's not ours. But we get the rebound. Is that Donovan Ford? Ball's taken back by Great Oak. You know, I think the Broncos are just ready for their passing game. Back, forth, back, forth. It's going to keep doing that a few times. But eventually when they take their shot, the Broncos are ready for the rebound. But the shot is made this time. It took a heartbeat of a second and made one good. Let's get a replay on that. You see pass, back, back again. Ball goes up, took his time, and a shot is made. Like I said, they're playing the game patiently, trying to make the best possible shots for an optimal chance of getting it in. Ball by Padilla. Nathan Padilla, number 1. He's a junior as well. Great kid, let me tell you. Ball back by Great Oak. Now see, I wouldn't take a shot in that position. He's going to pass it back over. Ball's up. And it's not made, unfortunately. That was a close shot, too. Seems like we got a timeout right now. The one thing that I want to talk about, if we can bring the camera over to me, there's a few things I want to mention, actually. I am. Nathan Padilla, who we just saw a little more action of him right now. Yes. Let's bring the camera on over to me so I can, discuss with you. Got to look you dead in the eyes when I say this, right? So Nathan Padilla, we just saw a little bit more of him. I did not know that this kid was 6'2". He's tall. I mean, Brody Gwynn is also pretty tall, but I believe Nathan Padilla is taller. So it's kind of funny about that. But let's go back down because I believe the timeout is over. Just as thought. The Broncos, I mean, all of their starting lineup is about 6 foot or taller. Ball's driven down. Andrew Clyburn tried going for it. He passed it over. Unfortunately, did not get it in. Ball's taken back by the Broncos. Keeping possession. Great Oak is putting some really good pressure right now. It's really shocking me. I mean, the Broncos stutter for a moment, but they get their head straight. They get back to making their shots. And the ball's taken. The pressure's being held. You get a pass over. Ball goes up and it's in. And Great Oak is also driving it down court. They're playing their passing game once again. You got to play to your strong suits. It seems like playing the passing game is what they do best. The coordination with the team is really well the way that they're able to just communicate across the court so easily by the glance of an eye. You take a look, it's head up, balls in your face. Ball's being passed in. Ball's up and it's made by the Broncos. Great shot. Nathan Padilla driving it down. He's the hero of that shot. Playing their passing game once again. Sengstock, number 1, goes back to him. Drives down, and a shot is made. You know, sometimes when you're commentating like this, you gotta say things quick on the tongue. Back to the game right now. Ball's up. Luckily, the Broncos get the rebound again. Is Clyburn going to go for the shot? I'm not quite sure. He puts it up. Unfortunately, it's not made. Rebound by Great Oak. You know, we're in the second quarter, halfway through the game, halfway through the quarter as well. 4 minutes left. Ball slowing down. Given over. Taking a few steps back so we can get some breathing air. Passes it down the line. Outside of center, puts the ball up. It's not made. That last one was. It's going to be 14 and 22. Clyburn gets the ball. And it's in, made by the Broncos. You know, the skill level that our boys are playing on is really impressive. I mean, I did not know that almost our entire roster was 6 foot or taller. I find that like really impressive, especially because it's hard when you're trying to pick out, you know, star athletes. I mean, it is true that this sport is height sensitive, but to find an entire team, that's just, I mean, I'm flabbergasted. I don't know what to say about that. We take a look at Great Oaks. We have some kids who are 5'11", 5'10", pretty close to being 6 feet, but every boy on the Broncos roster is 6 foot or taller. It's just shocking to me. How did you find that many? Free throw shot up. Not sure if it was in or not. Roughly 3 minutes left. Broncos have the ball again. Ooh, pass over to Brody Gwynn. The opportunity for the shot was not there at the moment. I believe Aiden Munoz took that one. Ball passed down real quick. Broncos galloping down to court 2. Pass over to number 1, Sengstock. And unfortunately, it's not made. The Broncos are going to get the rebound. Passes it over. Ball's up. Unfortunately, it's not in. That looked like a foul in my eyes. I mean, the call's what the call is. 25-17 Broncos right now. 2 minutes left of the second quarter. Playing their passing game once again. Goes over to outside, Sengstock. Pass it at 15. Ball goes up. Unfortunately, the shot is just short. Shy of the rim there, and someone seems to have fallen. Minute and a half left. Brody Gwynn is passing in the ball. Donovan Ford right there, back to Brody Gwynn. You know, I went to elementary school, middle school, and now high school with both of those boys. Same grade as me. We're all juniors. I mean, that teamwork was phenomenal on that. I mean, to be honest, I don't know what to call it other than a trick play pass. Sounds like we're talking football now. Number 15 for Great Oak. Jaden Tremble. And he takes the shot. Yeah, he's Tremble. Let's get a replay on that. Tremble's got the ball. He puts, oh, no, he passes it over. Ball goes up. Broncos trying to make a shot, gets the rebound, puts it up again, and unfortunately it's not in. Number 12, Andrew Clyburn. He's going to be going for it right now. Let's see. The ball goes up, and it's in. Shot made by number 12, Andrew Clyburn. Brody Gwynn playing defense. Donovan Ford as well. Trying to keep their intensity. I mean, in a passing game, you can't really beat up on your face because, I mean, in the moment, well, they have the opportunity to give it to someone else. You got to keep your space, but not too much. Otherwise, they'll go for a long distance shot right there. Pass over from Aiden Munoz. He's taking his time patiently dribbling. On, I think he's going to go for the buzzer beater. Taking it down to 20 seconds left. Gary Dotson, the legend himself, most shots taken and most shots made. He's driving it. Passes it over to Donovan Ford. Sorry, Andrew Clyburn. Rebound's taken by Brody Gwynn. Unfortunately, none of them made a shot. 1 second left, ball's up. Surprisingly, a close half court. Honestly, that was more of 3/4 of the court. Well, anyways, that's the end of the first half of the game, Broncos. Let's bring it over to me while I discuss a little bit of some things that I saw that were honestly really unique. So, number 1 for Great Oak, last name Sengstock. Josh Sengstock. I mean, some incredible plays by him. We saw him make not just like, I believe it was 6 shots so far. 6 shots taken, he's made 4 of them. So, I mean, his shot ratio isn't bad. And, I mean, if you look at the score difference right now, Great Oak is actually holding their ground against Vista pretty well. It's not too much of a large difference. So, clearly, Vista has not been able to make a huge gap between their opposing team. And that's really what we want to try to do as Broncos. We want to make sure that we can keep a consistent high lead. But we can really see that Great Oak is not allowing us to do that by keeping their intensity and taking their passing game and making those good plays. Anyways, we'll be right back. We're going to cut to a commercial break, and we'll see you guys soon on BMHS BNN.
It's a nice day out today, huh?
Hear that? Trills are calling.
Nature. Peace.
High school sports are one of the things that make living in California so great.
Athletics builds character, teamwork, physical fitness,
and shows what hard work can achieve.
And some of us can even earn a college scholarship or qualify for the Olympics.
But sometimes the behavior in the stands can overshadow our achievements on the field.
I love it when my parents show up for me.
But being booed for missing a play can be crushing.
Parents who lose their minds when we don't score aren't helping.
It can actually be super distracting.
We should be able to hold our heads high after the match, win or lose.
And remember that refs are people too.
They're trying their best to call a fair and correct game.
Even if you may not love the call.
Seeing and hearing people, belligerently be mean to you, it makes you not want to play anymore. It makes you just want to go sit on the sidelines and cry. Like, it's not fun.
No one should feel insulted or ashamed
because of their race, ethnicity, or gender.
Hey, and enough with all the swearing.
Anger has no place here.
Thank you for being part of the change, and thank you for being there to lift us up.
The following is a crime scene scenario depicting two victims who have supposedly been shot within an office.
For this class, currently we are analyzing a crime scene and putting all the pieces together to try and solve this murder case.
We take measurements of each specific piece of evidence that is laid in our crime scene or in real life would be in the actual crime scene itself to help us gain evidence to figure out what really happened in the end.
I thought it was pretty fun. I had fun. The people around me seemed like they had fun. And I found a lot of trash. I found a can. That was pretty cool.
What do you think about the beach cleanup?
I think it was pretty good. I mean, we picked up trash at the beach and cleaned it up.
Yeah, I think more people from our club could have shown up because I had actually arrived earlier than what we're kind of supposed to be. And by the time a lot of more people had already come, a lot of the cleanup was already done. So.
I saw quite a few people show up. There was much more people in the club than like 7. So I think if we get one more next time, it'd be a better turnout.
What are you guys leaving? I don't know, what are we doing?
Okay, let's just pause. Go regular, just go regular.
No.
The beach is nice.
high school spirit is more to us than just a rally or a dance. It's about individuals uniting and coming together for a common cause.
I love that as a part of our school spirit, we can come together and talk about issues that are hot topics, because we're communicating and building that spirit and community together and having good friction with each other.
It's about connecting people who do and don't know the campus or the culture to one another so that they can create a better community, a more vibrant culture, one that we can't help but continue to share with others.
We unite with one another by giving back to those that have seemingly less than we do.
Working on productions within the school as a community, knowing that we need each other to succeed, it's just an absolute blast and it's infectious. Spirit is more than just the cheerleaders, the championship, and the hype. We got plenty of that. It's about sharing a culture and creating a community together.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am.
And we are back. Second half of the game, 27 for the Broncos and 20 for Great Oak. Like I said, the gap is not huge right now. Great Oak could come back, but the Broncos could definitely put some more points on the board to keep their lead and stay ahead. You know, I'm really excited to see how this game turns out. One more time, I'm going to read the predicted outcome of the game. The box prediction was 55 Great Oak, 49 Broncos. I really hope, as a personal Bronco, that that is not the actual outcome of the game, but I mean, you got to love a challenging one. It really keeps you on your toes and makes you entertained. I'd also like to give a shout out to the Vista Murrieta High School production crew who has been working hard to bring this to you guys, our camera operators, our technical directors, and all around the entire team. Going to take down those graphics. As we can see, the Broncos have the ball. Possession to start it off. Pass over to Brody Gwynn. Like I said, they never fail to put consistency and intensity at the start of a quarter, a game, anything. Ball's up and it's made. Seems like there was a call by the ref though. Let's take a look what that is. Seems like ball's being taken in by the Broncos. Shots up again. And it's in? You know, Great Oak driving the ball down the line right now. Passing it over, number 8. Goes to the outside. Once again, they're playing their passing game, and they're good at it. Ball is in. You can't argue with a good team. You can't argue with a good plan. Gary Dotson passing it down. Ball's taken by Donovan Ford. Junior passing it to Junior. Brody Gwynn. Back to Dotson. Dotson trying to trick out the defense. Ball is up, and it's in. Great shot made. Taking it back down the line. Ball taken by Sengstock. Passed over. Ball's up. Just a foul. No shot made. That would have been a great and one. You know, shot on the refs right now. Seems like we're having a talk. It looks like Donovan Ford was being a little too hard with contact. You got to be careful with that. Fouling out is the last thing you want to do, especially when you're a high-profile player like Donovan Ford. First shot down. Going for the second. Let's see if the Broncos get lucky here. Take the rebound quick. At least pray for the intensity. Ball's up, and it's in. Not the outcome they were looking for, but I mean, Great Oak right now is at 25. More points on the board. Once again, closing the gap. Pass over to Ford. Donovan passing it over to Munoz. He's faking it out. Back to Dotson. Dotson drives it down. Tries going for the shot. Unfortunately, he falls short. That kid can run. Ready then. Ball's going to be taken in. Possession belongs to who, though? It's not a foul, but it's being passed in. Taken by the Broncos, 24-8 Munoz. Look at that. Faking it with the ball. Dotson now going down. Standing right outside. Maybe he's going for a three. Not quite sure yet. He steps back. Well, Gary Dotson, most shots taken, most shots made. I don't doubt he'll make another right here and right now. He passes it around, or actually passes it to the outside. Great play. Munoz throws it up. Unfortunately, it's not in. Possession now goes to Great Oak. It seems like their passing game has improved heavily. They're taking less passes and more shots. And look at that, with another one made. You can't be upset. Players working hard like that. Shot made on a roster. Justin Walter, number 5. Nick Alexis, number 10. D. Chambers, number 11. Going to me right now, we're going to take a look at the most recent plays made. So the Broncos made some incredible shots. Gary Dotson with an incredible pass trick play, giving it to Donovan Ford. Then he passes it back over to Brody Gwynn. Goes to Dotson. Dotson takes the shot, makes it. They did the same thing twice in a row. To be honest with you, I'm just heavily impressed at how well the Broncos are playing and how quickly Great Oak is trying to come back and take some points and put them on a board. They're taking less passes and making more shots, and you can tell they really adjusted during halftime, the way that they were practicing. I was able to take a look at that while you guys were on commercial break, and you can really see how hard this team is working to change and adapt to how the game is moving. That's all you can look for in a high school football team, and let's see how many of these players will, just make it forth right now with some more shots. Let's pan back down to the court. I want to see if they're still at timeout. Seems like it right now. I think it's breaking out. Yup, and that's it. Game's going to be back in action. 5 minutes and 43 seconds on the clock for the third quarter. It's Bronco ball by Andrew Clyburn. There we go. With Dotson right now. Pass it over to Aiden Munoz. Donovan Ford. He drives it down. Pass outside to Munoz again. Ooh, and ball is taken by Great Oak. Something changed with this team over halftime. I'm just infatuated to see how they're going to play this one right here. 1 pass taken so far. 2 passes. 3 passes. Are they back to the ring around the Rosie? Or are they going to go for a shot? Let's take a look. Over back to 15. He goes outside, not a pass taken. Goes back. Brody Gwynn almost stole the ball right there. He goes outside, passes it, ball's up, and it's short of the shot. Rebound is taken by the Broncos, passing it to, oh, never mind. Seems like there was a call by the ref. Can't quite tell if there was a foul. Nope, just seems like ball was out. Ball possession. See if Great Oak can make a shot right here. Roughly 5 minutes left on the clock. Ball is stolen by Munoz. Taking it down. Andrew Clyburn trying to make the shot. Could not. Too much momentum in the moment. The alliteration in that sentence. This is how you know my English class is getting me. When I start calling out the English terms, my figurative language. All by the Broncos, going to Donovan Ford. An ostentatious player, I might say. Number 10, Gary Dotson with the ball. He's driving it down. Ball's up again, and it's in. Once again, he does not fail to live up to his title. Most shots taken and most shots made by him. We see Donovan Ford coming outside. He gets bumped, goes for the shot, and takes it. He's a tank and a champ. 15 for Great Oak. Jaden Tremble again. Jaden Tremble, number 15. Passing over to Sangstock. Goes to the outside. Is that 25? It was Tony Sharon, number 23. Shot made. Seems like we got some drop frames right now. Got a little bit of technical difficulties up top. But that won't stop the game for the Broncos. Seems like another timeout was called. I stand corrected, it was not. You know, I'm just shocked. I thought that whistle would have been a timeout right there. They're passing it back down to Munoz, and the ball is stolen by Great Oak. Drives it down, ball's up, ball in. He's here to play. Outside pass, let's take a replay on that right there. He goes for the pass. Stolen by 23. Just saw him for the last shot, Tony Sharon. Number 2, Johnson for Great Oak. You know, I want to see some more play action by Brody Gwynn and Donovan Ford. We've seen a lot of Dotson. I love the guy. He's a super trooper and he's a tank on the court. He passes it over up top. Goes to David Ruth. Back to Dotson. Shots up. Unfortunately, it is not in. But it shows that even a player at his skill level does make mistakes sometimes. Not always thinking a shot, but always putting in the effort. Ball by Sharon again. He passes it down to 3. Matthew Tarrant. He's driving it. Passes it to the outside. Sangstock, number 1. Ball's up. Unfortunately, it is short. Shot once again by Sharon. I believe that's a Middle Eastern last name. Ball by Donovan Ford, pass to Aiden Munoz, and it's in. Setback comeback by the Broncos. Whoa, if you take a look at the score, it was 32-34. It really shows that Great Oak is breaking up the tiny gap that was already there. They are not far off from taking back the lead. 4 more points and it's tied. 5 more and they're in the lead. Sharon has been made. Oh, and unfortunately Sharon just short of the underpass. Taken by Brody Gwynn, driven down by Donovan Ford. Shot is in. Was that and one? Let's take a replay, take a look at that. Some incredible play action by the 2 juniors I was just mentioning. Dotson with the shot. And one by Dotson. Now his free throw percentage, surprisingly, does not stand for his average shot taking. So let's see how he plays here. We haven't seen him make, or actually shoot many free throws. Let's see how many of them he makes. Ball's up, and it's in. I stand corrected. Mr. Make It In every time. I'm going to start creating nicknames for all the Bronco players. Number 3 turn. Does a pass out. Ball's moving fast pace right now. Shot is in, back and forth. 1.5 minutes left. Seems like Sangstock got a little hurt over here on the field. Courts. And there it is. See, I told you I was going to say at one point or another, field instead of court. All he can do is take a knee right now. Really hope he's okay. He's a great player. (41-32). Broncos and Great Oak. Tying his shoe, standing right back up. And he walks it off like a champ. All you can do is applaud him for that. Incredible work. A little bit of chat time for the team. He's going to take his shots right now. Sangstock has made some incredible shots this game. Him and Sharon, personally, for my eyes, have been the 2 people who have been closing up the gap. Unfortunately, right now, it looks like we have a 9-point lead. A little bit of dry air right here. I don't mind it. Get a little silence, focus on the game. Sengstock going for a shot. Unfortunately, it's not made, and it's rebounded by Munoz. Back to Dotson. You know, I want to see Dotson take a crazy shot one of these days. Mr. Make It in every time. I want to see him go for like a half court buzzer beater shot. Now, if he makes that, I'll never question his stats. Bronco defense right now. 44-34, 10-point difference right here. Pass number 0. Trying to get the pass outside, but it's taken back by the Broncos. Donovan Ford driving it down. Ball's up and it's in. Look at the excitement in the crowd right now. A little short of a minute left, 47 seconds. Seems like there's a timeout. Let's cut back to me real quick and we'll talk about what just happened. I mean, other than the slight injury that we have for, I believe his name was Sengstock, well, I mean, you can only just hope that those players don't hurt themselves too much, especially when they're playing a sport like this. It might not be football, but basketball still has a lot of contact, and how fast they're moving, falling like that can really be rough. So you just got to be careful and make sure that everyone's okay in a game like this. Great sportsmanship on both sides of the court, and, you know, I'm just really excited to see how this game turns out. It's good so far. Seems like Great Oak is trying to take back some points on the board, maybe get a lead soon. Going to be entering the fourth quarter now. Let's take a look back down on the court. Got a little show going on here. You know, I actually stand corrected. Number 1 is Robert Russ. Even so, both the players have been doing incredible. 0, Josh Sengstock. Some great plays. Robert Russ himself has been leading in points with, well, Sharon. Tony Sharon, number 23. Passing by number 5, Justin Walter. Mr. White. Goes back over. Pass to Sengstock. Back to Sharon. Passing it back over again. Seems like they're back to ring around the rosy. Oh, and unfortunately just short of the pass. Went low on the outside. Seems like Brody Gwynn is ready to make a shot. Look at the excitement on that kid's face. Andrew Clyburn and Brody Gwynn. Seems like they're going to be passing it in. Bringing in the ball going across. 22 seconds left of the third quarter. Like I said, going to be entering the fourth soon. Going to be endgame pretty soon. About 15 seconds left. Sharon's trying to play defense, but Brody Gwynn has his eyes on the ball. He goes outside, putting some pressure. He's short of the shot just by a bit. Sharon goes up. Unfortunately, he's short too. And that's the end of the third quarter. We're going to be entering fourth soon. I think we go ahead and have another commercial break. Once again, you're watching this live stream on VMHS BNN. 46 Broncos, 34 Great Oak.
It's a nice day out there.
Hear that? Trills are calling.
Nature. Peace. I enjoy mountain biking because my brother raced, my dad raced, and he was in high school, and kind of just got me into it. It's my family's history and racing.
I like mountain biking because you get to go out and not just stay at school or run or something. You get to actually ride different places every week.
No, you do not need any prior experience. We can teach you how to ride more efficiently and pick lines.
Shred gnar.
We'd prefer if you know how to ride a bike, though.
Literally, Mr. Sharon gonna take the ball back in. Told you that's it. Some action already. Back and forth from the half. Shot's up and it's missed. Seems like a foul right there. If only I could have seen who the foul was on. The angle was a little tight, especially with all the Broncos surrounding whoever was shooting the ball right there. Was it Sengstock? It was Sengstock. Literally another shot. It's up. It's in! Alrighty then, that puts them at, let's see, the Broncos are still at 46. Mr. Dotson, Mr. Make It In, bringing it down that line. He's real strategic about the way he plays. Pass back from Clyburn. Goes over to Donovan Ford, outside of Aiden Munoz. Unfortunately, there was a whistle on that. I believe the ball was out on Broncos. Unfortunately, someone stepped out while trying to pass it back in. Number 15. Mr. Jaden Tremble himself passing it over. Now, I want to see more of Sharon, number 23. He's been doing great so far. It's been him, Sengstock, Russ. Fortunately, down Sharon. Hope he's all right. Seems to be walking it off fine. Clyburn's going to be passing it into Dotson. Oh, seems like he's being pressured by Sharon and someone else. Brody Gwynn takes the ball instead. Let's see how he plays this out. Draco Malfoy driving it down the line. Passing up some players. Fakes the shot, passes it back. It's a 3 out, and it's a 3 in. Take that replay right now. Let's take a look at what's going on. Brody Gwynn fakes the shot, makes them jump. Ball goes back, ball goes in. That is the Bronco cooperation we want to see more of. I'm looking forward to see the Crazy 8 game if we're going to be playing like that from the start. 49-35 for the Broncos. Fourth with 6 minutes left. 6 1/4 of a minute. Time moves slow when I announce it. Donovan Ford up for the shot. Fortunately, it's missed. Rebound is taken by Great Oak. I need to sip of my water. I'm getting a dry throat from screaming. Whenever Dawson makes a shot, I scream. And Sharon with another one. My prayers were answered. Action on both sides. Seems like we tried going for a replay. Not really available to see what's going on there. Ball's being driven down. Oh, and unfortunately, he is also down. Ball is not in. But look at that. Rebound by Sharon. Passing it over to Russ, who I apologize once again. I mistook him for Sengstock at the start. Mixed up 0 and 1. Close numbers, but completely different. Ball goes up and it's in. Let's get a replay. Take a look at that one. See if it's clean enough this time. There we go, camera angle. Sharon passes it down, and unfortunately we still can't see it. Let's get out of there real quick. Seems like there's a timeout. Let's take a quick break and go to a commercial. going to take a quick break from commentating. It's time for me to take my Be Real. Oh, what an incredible photo. Brody Gwynn going to take the ball in. Just about 5 minutes left. A little over. Taken by Clyburn. I see the defense on him seems a little tight. Is he able to drive past? That's my question. Streamer, by the way. He drives it down. Ball is up after the pass. Fortunately, it is not in. A little bit of stream corruption over there. Ball's passed over to Sharon again. Will he take a shot? No, he passes it back over. Past Tremble. Oh, and unfortunately, seems like the ball was out. Toes were a little too close to the line there. Seems like that is not in bounds. Alrighty, and wow, almost a little too far over the head. Ball's up, and it's in. 44 now, 46. Like I said, they have time to come back and actually beat the Broncos, and we're pretty close to the predicted. We are at 49. Knock on wood, this is not the last point for the Broncos. Just did right now. Just about 4 minutes left. We're doing a pass down the line right there. Driving inside, Aiden Munoz. He goes outside. Dang, seems like the defense is really tight on him. He goes up, goes for the shot. Unfortunately misses. Rebound taken by Great Oak. What is happening? Tremble with the ball again. Now I'm trembling. Yeah, I really did that. Sangstock with the ball. Then passing over to Russ. Russ with the ball again. It's up. It is not in. Possession by the Broncos. They're going to run quick down that line. And unfortunately, it is out. Catastrophe. Call out by the ref. It is confirmed ball was out there. Number 5 is going to be taking it in. Out again. Is possession this time to Great Oak? Seems like it. We're bringing it down. Taking our time slowly. I mean, in a moment like this, when you're this close to winning, but also this close to endgame, you really do have to take your time, but not too much of it. Time is of the essence, but so is strategy. Sharon had it, passed down. Ball goes up and it's in. It's 48. One layup and we will be at the predicted score. The box prediction for Great Oak versus the Broncos. What a change of events. It seems like the way Great Oak works is after having a few, rough openings and some tough turns, they really get their head in the game and just start turning things around. We got to get in the mindset. Maybe it's just one of those things they got to get warmed up quickly in order to get ready to play hard. But when stuff like that happens, I mean, it's just shocking to me. 1 minute the team will be down 17-50. Next thing you know, it's now 61-50, and you're flabbergasted. You're shocked. You don't know what to say, and that's how Great Oak has been playing tonight. We've seen them do the ring around a rosy, pass back. But no, this time, 1, maybe even 2, 3 passes at the most, and the shot is taken. We're talking first half, we had 5 to 6 being taken. For the Broncos, though, Dodson has made some good shots. Donovan Ford as well. And to be honest, all the Broncos have been working hard to just put everything together. Aiden Munoz with some great full court defense. We've seen him intercept the ball. This ain't even football, but he intercepted it, drove it down the line, made that layup right then and there. I'm really impressed with how the Broncos are playing. I'm really impressed with Great Oak. And it just gets me really excited for, once again, this Friday's game. Make sure to tune into that on youtube.com/VMHSBNN. I cannot English. Let's go back down to the court and take a look at what's happening. 48-49. I'm scared right now. I mean, I'm pumped, but I'm scared. Brody Goon with the ball. He's taking it down. The network for the stream seems to be dying from what I'm seeing. Ball is taken by Ford. It's up, and it's in. Predicted score can no longer happen. It's because I said knock on wood, and I knocked on the wooden box right next to me. Because unfortunately, I'm not 6 foot tall. That's why I don't play basketball. Shots taken up in the air. Unfortunately, not made, but it's rebounded by Russ. Russ passing outside at Tremble, I believe. No, Sharon, I take that back. Goes over, taking their time again. So far, only 2 passes. Maybe one more, and then it's up. That's the final pass. Ball goes up, like I said, I called it. 3 passes at the most, and ball is up. Great Oak just really, putting in the work here. 2 minutes left, and it's only a 1-point difference. One layup will decide who keeps the lead and who loses the lead. But with 2 minutes left on the clock, unless the Broncos stall the game, it seems like it's likely for Chaparral to take the lead. But Gary Dotson, Mr. Make It In with the ball. He takes it. He drives it. Oh, and unfortunately, it is not and one, but that's a foul. Some free shots for Dotson. That would have been really impressive to see. Not every shot is in, but most taken, most made. You can tell pressure is high, especially in fourth quarter when a score is not getting this tight. Let's see how it plays when pressure is in the head. Does it keep calm or does it crack? First shot made. Broncos making sure one layup won't end it for them, but tie them at least. If he can make one more, give us a little bit of a sturdy lead there. Ball's up. Oh, unfortunately, it is not in. But guess what? The Broncos are going to get back down, play their defense, and let's see if they can adjust to the same way Great Oak adjusted their offense. Let's see if our defense does the same. Setback, comeback, as my coach always said. Draco Malfoy with the ball. Oh, he fakes it again. Pass it back to Munoz. He goes down. Pass it to the outside. Brody Green up. Oh, close shot, but unfortunately, it is not in. Rebound taken again. Looks like a foul. Well, at this point, I don't even know what the call was. You know, you gotta love that even for the away team, for Great Oak, if you take a look at their stands, they actually have quite a few people there. You gotta love when people come and support their team, especially at away games. I find that to be probably one of the biggest struggles in schools. I mean, everyone goes to the home football game, the home basketball game, but when it's away, it's very rare that you get an audience. You gotta love the support that you have here. Aiden Munoz, shot up. And it is in by the Broncos, 53-50. You know, 2 timeouts are left for Great Oak. They can use those and come back with the game. Now, I'm gonna knock on wood because I'm biased, but let's take a look at that. Ball's up, ball in, because we be balling. Alrighty, then it's taken down outside of Sangstock. Passed again. Ball's taken back. Pass to the inside to Sharon. Ball's up by Russ, and it's in. Oh my goodness, now look at this. Brody Goon with the ball again. 40 seconds left. Can he stall? No, they're playing full court defense. They're not going to allow them to waste the time on them. Seems like a timeout was called. Back over to the home. Let's take a look on me. I got a few things to just really discuss with all of you. I mean, you've seen the score. Hasn't been this close in a while right now. It's 50-54 right now. 2 layups and they're tied. 1-3 in a layup and it's game. So what I'm really taking a look at right here is, I mean, with 40-something seconds left, anything can really happen. If it goes into overtime, that's going to have me biting my nails. I'm not really going to be commentating. Let me be real with you. Especially when a game gets tight like that, I don't understand how you can. You're just like, who's going to make the next shot? So let's take a look back down on the court, see if the timeout's almost over. 3 years later, copyright by SpongeBob. Roughly 42 seconds left. That was my number. Seems like we're no longer having as many network issues on our stream. Aiden Munoz is going to bring the ball in. I want to see if Dotson or if Gwynn is going to go for the shot. If neither, I think Donovan Ford might too, or Clyburn. I mean, we've seen just, to be honest, the entire Bronco lineup really do well this game. They've played the whole game, rarely seen anyone get switched out. Proof that they're resilient and they're tanking through. Aiden Munoz making a pass to Brody Gwynn as predicted by me. Call me Houdini. Call him Draco Malfoy. He passed it outside. Goes back to him. Ball to Dotson. 32 seconds left. I'm on my nerves on this. I really want to see what's going to happen. It is possible with 30 seconds left. One more timeout available. They have time. Although it's going to be free throws right now. Mr. Make It In, Gary Dotson. Legend himself, like I say. He takes it, he makes it every single time. Call me a rapper the way I rhyme. One more shot by him. Unfortunately, just a little short of making it. Did a little bit of a toilet bowl right there. Sharon passes it. They're going to have to drive it down quick. Almost 25 seconds left. Will he take the shot? He passes it. He goes for it. Oh, and he's short. The Broncos may have secured the win here. Ooh, and unfortunately, there was a little bit of sliding. Mr. Aiden Munoz. Hope he's all right. Oh, poor buddy. He took a shot where the sun don't shine. I've had that happen too. It's not a fun time. Man, I just keep rhyming. Sharon with the ball. Pass to Tremble. Back to Sharon. Ball's up. Unfortunately, they're short again. 7 seconds left. And it looks like this is game. Free throw by Dotson. Not free throw, sorry, half court. And that is the game. Ladies and gentlemen, with the Broncos at 55 and Great Oak at 50. The prediction, unfortunately, well, the tables have turned. It was supposed to be Great Oak 55, Broncos 49, but it seems like those odds were switched. Broncos 55 and Great Oak 50. What an incredible game played by both teams. Round of applause to everyone for the great sportsmanship and just an incredible game all in all. I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. And anyways, make sure to tune in this Friday for the Crazy 8 game. I'm Andrew Kaiser on VMHS BNN. See you guys next time.